What up, what up, what up? Let me go ahead and close this door so I don't get copyright. By the daytime, turn that down a little bit, please. Not much, just a little bit. Alright, let's speak about something on YouTube. I don't like going live, but I also don't have it in me anymore to do actual videos. So I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Or a Glock in a hard place. With that being said, I'm just coming up here spreading some love, if that's what y'all want. But topic today is gonna be about why you should be nice to everybody. A lot of people don't realize it don't cost nothing to be nice. Nothing. I mean, it take away a lot to be mean. I learned the hard way. I used to walk around being nasty to people, and then I run back into those people in the future. And they be like, I remember you nasty. I remember you was being nasty, or you was being disgusting. So I try not to do that no more. I used to have road rage. Not really road rage, but like having an issue with beeping. And like just like telling people to get out the way. I ain't into that no more. But if y'all seen the thumbnail, then y'all already know what's going down. I'm about to go ahead and do some more stuff back behind me. Hold on, let me check on this. Another flush, another brush. Hey, but what up? What everybody up to? What everybody up to? What up, bro? Whoever that is, what's up? Goddamn, I got some big fat mushrooms coming in. I got some big old fat mushrooms coming in. Hey, y'all seen them thumbnails, right? Your boy is getting crazy. Hold up. Your boy is getting crazy with it. I ain't never in my life think. Let me show y'all. Let me go ahead and show y'all some of them. Your boy is getting crazy with it. Look at that. Hold on. Let me get a good one. Your boy can't be stopped. Anything I put my mind to, I'm gonna prevail. These are crazy sized mushrooms right here. First, I was growing little dainty babies like this. These things are coming out huge. Anything I put my hand on, it's gonna grow. I've always been a botanist. I've been growing weed plants, crazy monster plants. I'm talking about plants fucking bigger than me, taller than me, right? I ain't that tall, but they gonna grow. And no, I don't take mushrooms. One more disclaimer, I don't take mushrooms. Everybody assumes just because I like to grow them that I take them, but I don't. But we got a lot more. They up here drying. Let me see. I'm not even sure if I could really be showing these on YouTube, but we got more. Like I said, normally I'd be growing little babies, but these things are just getting huge. The veil right there, let me take that veil off. Hold up, my son about to come in. Hold up. Wait, Jay. Huh? Let me put this away before you come in. What? Let me come out there. Don't come in here. Mom got it. What's up? Come. What's up? Yeah, I want to see how. Come here. Come to the camera. Tell them why you mad at me. What you mad about?
I want the phone.
You wanted what?
The phone.
Hey, y'all kids always act like this? They always get all weird about the phone? I be trying to limit the screen time, though. I don't really like giving them the phone instead. Just because I'm on live right now. I mean, that's why he asking. But normally, I just like to play and do like a whole bunch of... I'm a kid at heart, so we always playing. But Jay, come back. Come back.
What?
Come here. I want to ask y'all something, too. Come. What age do y'all believe starting... Come on, stop acting shy. What age y'all believe starting kids with firearm training? Stop acting shy. Hold the phone. Hold it. What age y'all think kids should start firearm training? What age you think?
Huh?
What age you think kids should start shooting guns? You shot gun before, right? What kind of gun you shot?
What I say? A Glock?
You shot a Glock? You shot a Hellcat? You shot the Draco before?
No.
No? Hold up. Alright. Y'all heard it. My boy be shooting guns. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. But now he do be shooting guns. Go ahead, get out. You can't come in here. You can't come in here. But nah, I gotta, I just came on live real quick to say what up. YouTube be low-key threatening me, making it seem like if I don't go live, they're gonna take my channel away. Or if I don't do videos, they're gonna take my channel away. But, like I said in the beginning of this video, I genuinely lost, I ain't gonna say I lost it, but I just don't care. I hear a lot of people tell me that like TikTok pay more and the threads, whatever that is, they pay more than YouTube. Honestly, a lot of people pay more than YouTube, so I just been feeling like, forget it, it ain't worth it. I'll be honest, a lot of people don't be honest and transparent. I used to make like anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 a month on YouTube. I mean, it's okay, but for the amount of equipment and everything I'm putting into it, it just wasn't worth it. I probably was spending more in a month. Yeah, I would say that. With everything I was doing, I probably spend more in a month than what I actually made. So I just kind of quit it. I'm not really into it. I mean, unless people want it, I'll go ahead and go out and do some crazy videos and dumb things, but that ain't where my heart at. I don't really care for it. I remember I was genuinely happy. Every day I wake up and go out and do some videos. Every single day I just be happy as hell. I'm gonna go do a video, I'm gonna go do a video. It was one point in time where I sit there and do like 10 videos, 10 shorts, and like 3 videos in a day. And I go upload them all and YouTube would say, this one's too dangerous, that one's too dangerous. Like some of my highest viewed videos was not even monetized. So I kind of understood like YouTube playing. Let me just leave them alone and let them have their thing. But right now I just go live. It ain't really for the monetization or nothing. It's just to interact. Here and there I get a couple people that speak and I could relate to them. So I kind of like that. And plus, I'm gonna be real, I be bored in this house. I just be chilling. I be chilling. If I ain't out doing what I gotta do, I'm in the house just chilling with the kids. I know it's a bad habit, but I like to play dice, like roll the dice with them. I go get a whole bunch of ones. I'm not teaching them to gamble. I mean, obviously, essentially, it's kind of teaching them to gamble, but like my son, he young, I'm trying to teach him to be quick with the numbers. And also, it's a bad habit, I know, kind of. It's good and bad, like everything, but I'm not teaching them to gamble. It's just more the cognitive thinking and just being quick with the numbers. I think he learned how to do a lot of math with that. And it's also another way we could bond. But also that he liked to do the Nerf guns. We always having like the Nerf gun shootouts and things. So that's why I go live, though. I just be bored. Whoever left that thumbs up, I appreciate that. But I came up here, I gotta go, I gotta do some stuff. I just came up here really to say what up to everybody. Even though ain't nobody talking to me, I don't know why, but I continue to talk to myself. But the news is still there. I am moving to Houston, Texas. I'm moving within the first week of February. I'm out of here. 2 fingers up to Oregon. Jay, don't come in here. No. If you need me, I'll come out there. Yeah, I don't really let them in here at all just because everything I got going on in here, there's not a room that they could really come into. I need to get a lock on their door, which I don't, but these kids are so damn advanced. They already know not to come in here. And I'm pretty happy. Like, it's cool. Jay, don't do that. Go out there. That's too loud for me, please. I'm pretty happy, though, because they, like, hella smart. Like, I never had an issue. I'm not saying I don't lock away firearms or keep them in safe spots, but I never had an issue with the kids. Like, if I was to grow weed or something, I'd keep my stuff in my private area. They already know. They don't go around it. They don't touch it. If I, like, used to do, not weed, but plants. Let's not say weed. But, like firearms, if I'm like in a rush and I gotta just come in and use the bathroom or something or whatever and put a gun on the table, unload it obviously, they don't touch it, you know. They already, and if they do, especially my young son right there, which is only 5, he already know. Every time he do handle a firearm, he got his finger high. He know not to point it, you know. He just know everything, he know all the safety, and that's kind of good. I'm really thankful for that, because I know a lot of kids, they don't know that. A lot of kids might see a gun and play with it, but these kids, they don't play with guns at all. Even my oldest son, who shoot guns like a lot. We even still shoot guns so much that he don't play with them. So that's what's up. I like that. Honestly, he not even intrigued by it. He just like to, he knows it's a weapon. He know we go out, we train, and it's dangerous. But other than that, he's not gonna touch it. There'll be times where I'm leaving out and I'll tell him, hey Amir, go get this or go get that for me. And I feel comfortable with that. I'm extremely safe. I feel comfortable. We got a routine where, cause he's old enough now to stay home by himself. So we already got a routine set in play. Like, if anything was to happen, somebody was to try to break in, he already know what firearm he can go for. He already know, like, you know, where to go, how to stage and everything. And that's something y'all should teach our kids. Never, especially when you're defending your household, right? Never go and look for the target. Go get yourself somewhere to be barricade and bunker up. Don't ever have your kids, because it could happen, right? I know a lot of people, they leave their kids. I know some people up here gonna say, damn, he bugging, he tripping. But a lot of people leave their kids home alone with no protection. With a knife, that's more gruesome. But me, we different. I leave my kid home alone. We always got a plan. He know, don't answer the door if it's weird. It's really weird. Now I want to, like, if anybody up here kind of similar, I want to know how y'all handle it. But with me, don't answer the door for nobody. I don't care. And if I'm always have the key. If I'm at the door, I'm going to FaceTime him and I'm going to show him the front door. I'm going to let him know it's me, right? Some people probably think, damn, this dude's too paranoid, but you can never be too safe, right? So don't answer the door for nobody. If I'm there, I'm going to FaceTime you, let you know it's me. I'm always, every time before I leave, I don't care. I'm not going to expect him to remember, even if I think he remembered down to a T. Don't forget, he's only 11. But even if I think he remembered down to a T, we still going to have to talk before I leave. Anytime I leave him home alone, we're going to have that talk. Hey, this firearm is right here. I always put it in the farthest room away from the front door. This firearm is right here. If anything happened, get yourself quickly to the back room and bunker yourself down. Make sure you got your gun trained on whatever is the nearest entrance to that room. Don't go searching for anybody. Make sure you got the phone. We always keep a spare phone. We keep 2 phones in the house. And the main phone is always in the farthest room with the firearm. So, you know, get 911 on the phone before you call me. And while 911 is responding, you go ahead and call me too at the same time. But bunker yourself down. You got the firearm, you got a gun. It might be a traumatic situation, but you're gonna make it through that. And I'm never too far. I mean, far enough, right? They say gunfights always be like 30 seconds, so far enough, right? But he trained for that. We've been doing that for a while. If you've been watching my YouTube channel, you'll see I had him with the AR-15, which I hate that video. A lot of people should know that about me. I hate that video, but I had him being only 8 years old running with AR-15s. That's just what y'all see. Y'all see one video. I think me and him did the raw video. If you go on my page, it's 8-year-old with an AR-15. It's like him holding it. It got like the death skull on the mag. Me and him, that was his first raw impression with a AR-15. There was nothing staged. I don't even think he shot it before. He handled it plenty of times. Like he cleaned it. You know, I let him handle it, dry fire and things like that. But as far as shooting actual rounds, that was his first time in that video. And I think he did immaculate. It was a lot of flaws, and I think it was kind of bad judgment on me to even allow him to do that. But I was young too. That was years ago. I was young too, so I just say that to say my boy equipped. Dude equipped. I used to go back home, and people used to just come at me. Why you letting that kid shoot a gun? Why you? Look at him now. That's probably the most safest kid in my town, to be honest. Anything ever was to go wrong, maybe my youngest son, because he's still young, and he only shot like a couple firearms, probably like 10, 20 times. But with my oldest, there's no doubt in the back of my mind, I never have to worry about dude. As long as he in the house, he have a firearm, I never have to worry about him. He don't fumble, I don't want to curse, but he don't mess around with firearms if he don't have to, if he's not using them. He's not even intrigued by them anymore. We used to be like, oh, a gun, bang, bang. Oh, that's that. We used to love it, but now it's just like second nature, man. And I don't know if I'm putting a target on my back, but me personally, I don't leave the house without a gun, sometimes even 2. So I'm not like a paranoid person, but you're not gonna catch me, my boy. I'd be that person. I'm always take something with me. If I gotta go, you coming too. So That's me. Ain't saying like I'm paranoid. I'm not. But hey, whoever in here, man, write a comment or something, because it's kind of weird when I just be sitting up here talking to myself. Whoever that's watching me, man, what's up? How you doing? I don't like just talking to myself up here. I know a lot of people came here to see the mushroom thing, but ain't nothing really to see. I just did that thumbnail for the thumbnail. But I remember when I used to go back home, and even in some schools, like with my son, the mushroom healed me. Did it really, bro? In what way? But even in school, when my son used to go to certain schools, they used to be like, yo, be careful, he'll kill you. They'd be like, he'll kill you, some of the students. But the teachers, they always came to us and let me know, like, yo, although he has a presence on YouTube of shooting guns and looking like a killer, right? Because that's essentially the type of videos I was putting out. I was trying to train him, and not in a weird way, not to be a menace, but essentially I'm training him to be a killer, right? That's, you would hope so, right? To be able to know how to kill something. We went hunt, we hunt too on our free time, but I just don't know how you two feel about that. But we hunt too on our free time. So essentially, yeah, I'm training my son to be a killer, or at least to be able to know that if something do get into a like hectic situation, that you know, you got to defend yourself. It's either going to be you or the perp. And obviously you want to come out on top at all times, right? So, hold on, I'm going to talk about that in a second. But yeah, I was teaching him that. So at school, the teacher used to say, yeah, although his presence on YouTube looked kind of dangerous and everything, he's the most well-behaved student that we've ever seen in like the last 10 years. They say that about both of my sons. They both extremely respectable. Sometimes I think like, oh, this a bad kid. Not bad, but sometimes like, yo, you just being bad. But I be tripping over little things. He's not even being bad. He's just being a kid, where other kids have way bigger issues. Like with my son, I don't have those type of issues. I could leave him home. He do what he got to do. He come home. He do his work and everything. I don't have those issues where, because even like I even limit, like I said, I even limit the screen time. I don't allow him just to be on the TV all day. I don't allow them to be on iPads and tablets. Their free time and fun time is generally with me, right? We go out, we play football, we do things like that. Every free time I get, I'm still a kid. I'm still young, fairly young enough, right? So he had the luxury of having me. I had him at 17, so he had the luxury of having me still be a kid while he a kid. So I think that kind of rubbed off on him, and he see I had like a dangerous life and how I live. I don't think he want to live like that. So he not no bad kid at all. Sometimes I just go off the deep end, like, oh, you being bad, but he ain't bad at all. But hey bro, if you want to talk about the mushrooms, we could do that. What you mean it healed you? What you mean? You said they healed you. I used to do heavy dose. What strains did you used to take, bro? Because up there I got cubensis, but oh shoot, I don't even know how I said that. I'm so stupid. But up there I got whatever, and there's another type that I like to really like dabble in. Like I said, I don't take mushrooms. I used to a long time ago, but I don't take mushrooms. But there's another. I'll just talk. Forget it. YouTube, y'all want to demonetize me? Go ahead. But I don't know if you heard it. Panolia sinensis. I try to like grow those too at the same time. Those are like 10 times more stronger than any regular golden caps that you could get. And I grew those a handful of times, and people, those type of mushrooms are what people actually say that they have B plus, A, and golden teachers. Teachers. You funny, my boy. That boy said golden teachers. I know what you're saying. Oh, you did golden teacher, right? I got some blue meanie up there that's colonizing. I tried golden teacher like 3 times, and it was all at the same time, and I made a mistake because I'm talking about growing. I never had a golden teacher. I never took golden teacher, but I tried growing golden teacher 3 times all at the same time, and I made a mistake because I got some substrate, some dirty ass substrate from this grow store, and it just ruined my whole grow. Everything just got moldy. No, I never heard of that, my boy. Is it a active strain, or is that like a lion's, like a gourmet mushroom? I never heard of that. Right now, I'll tell y'all what I got going. My best run that I always do, I could show y'all one right now. I'll show y'all one. These things get huge for me. Give me a second. All right, bang. They're not the prettiest. Obviously, they're not the prettiest, right? But these are PEs. You use your imagination. Oh, no, he's a lecturer. No, I never heard of him. But these are PEs right here. So you use your imagination. If anybody's into mushrooms, you know what this is, right? This is a dried PE. This thing is huge, right? So these are my favorite. I like to grow the PEs. I've been stabilizing this particular strain for a couple months now. I remember when I first ran them, they was like this big. And then I just keep cloning. I just keep on cloning, taking spore prints. And then eventually they just get bigger, right? You see? So mostly all my PEs, they come out about this big. Here, I'll show you a couple more. Almost all my mushrooms, I stabilize all my genetics. I can't say where I got my genetics from in the beginning, but almost all of my genetics are stabilized. I've been growing them to get the biggest mushrooms I can, and so far I just get these size constantly and consistently. This right here is not a PE. This is let's see how I can say it without YouTube. This is rolling, 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 got me stargazing. Psychedelics got me going crazy. I was hot as hell out in the heat. Anybody know that? Then the storm came in and saved my life. Headed to the sky down on my knees. I was happy you came in and saved the night in the nighttime. But these are, what Juice WRLD said? I can see the stars when I'm gazing at you. Read between the lines. That's what this is. These are PEs. So 2 different strains, and they always come extremely beefy every time because I stabilize these genetics. So there you have that. But I started growing mushrooms like a couple months back. I used to grow them, and like I say, used to get little babies, little tiny babies. And I'm saying to myself, man, I'm not even, but I used to take them back then when I used to get babies, right? I used to take them. So I used to say to myself, I mean, it's okay. I'm making enough, like I'm growing enough to keep myself a steady supply, but at the same time, I want to help people. Also discuss the use of crystal along with the mushrooms. That's pretty cool, bro. But I was saying to myself, could y'all leave some likes? There's 13 people in here. Let's get into deep conversation. But at the same time, I just grow these. I used to grow them for myself. They were tiny. Let me show you. I actually got a bag of some tiny mushrooms I grew a long time ago. Tiny. I'm talking about like babies. This bag right here. I pulled this out of my little. It's not really a cooler, but it's somewhere where I got the hiccups. Somewhere where I keep like a lot of my stored mushrooms and what up, bro? What up? It's somewhere where I keep a lot of my stored mushrooms and like a controlled environment. But I'll show y'all. I don't want to show the whole bag. But when I say they was tiny. Like this is the biggest I used to get, right? These guys. These are old. You can see they sporulated. These are old. I grew these probably like 6 months ago, probably. Even probably longer than that. Probably like 6, 7 months ago, right? So you could just see the comparison, right? It's the same strain. Same strain. This right here, what do you say? I also grew my own and made some blue honey. All right, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, but what up, my boy, Chopper? Chopper gang. All right, these are the same strains right here. This one I grew like probably 7 months ago. This is how they started. When I first brought the culture from the store and started growing them, they all would come out like this. Eventually, I got a huge mushroom out of the batches, right? And I cloned it. So over time, they go from this to this, right? Let me show you. Like I said, everything I used to grow was babies, little tiny. This is when I used to actually use mushroom. They used to be that big. See how big they are now? They literally used to be like this. So I used to say to myself, there's no point. Why am I growing mushrooms and taking this time to grow them when I'm just getting these little babies and I'm just tripping on these mushrooms? That's not really what I care for. I genuinely started doing it to help people. Like you said, Wells, like you said, it helped you, right? I jumped in this to help people, not to trip all day, right? That's stupid. I used to be just tripping, just stupid, right? So I stabilized them. Now I'm getting big guys like this. Like I don't know how YouTube feel about it, but I could literally just show y'all handfuls of these things and they're all consistently this huge. Let me go check, get a couple more just. See? So I stabilize them, we get them big. And now I feel like, I'm gonna answer your question, bro, in a second. I feel like now I have the power to help people out, right? There's a lot of people that feel like mushrooms save them, but at the same time, they do, but at the same time, they put you in a more depressed place. But bro, Chopper, for when you said how long does it take? I got something right here. This will show you exactly how long it takes for me. I started it the 12th. I started it December 11th, 2024. I shook up my jar the first time on the 22nd. And I believe I harvested on the 31st or a couple days after the 31st. So you do the math. They don't take much. They don't take long. If you're doing everything right, and I'm gonna just give y'all this for advice. If you do everything right and do everything yourself from scratch, it take a lot short of time. I would say anywhere between a month to a month and a half, you'll have a whole crap ton of mushrooms. And the best part about them is that you can just keep growing them. After you get the first flush, you just wet your cake. I'll show you. This doesn't have anything in it, so I can show you this. Let me see, I flip the camera. You could wet your cake, right? And it looks like dirty and stuff, but it's not. That's just because I allowed the last run to sporulate. So that's what you see right there. You just see spores. That was spores right there. But you wet this after, and what happens is look, more mushrooms just start coming. I literally wet this. Let me see if I can find one. See those babies right there? I literally just wet this thing yesterday, and about 4 or 5 days from now, about another 4 or 5 days, I'm gonna have a whole bunch more mushrooms just coming. But that strain in particular, I don't really care for, so I just use that for experimenting. But it's a potent strain, it really is. But it's real simple, my boy. You just gotta be sterile. And if you're willing to learn new things, everything in it is extremely simple. There's no science behind it. As long as you're willing to learn new things, you could have mushrooms in a month and a half. I agree with that in some ways. I agree with that. I feel like when I used to take them, it allowed me to focus more. Some ways, it allowed me to focus more. And I learned, at least I noticed my reading just got way crazier. Because it does help you with different neurological paths in your brain and spark new nerves to start working. So I agree with that. Mushrooms can make you smart, but they could also put you in a very dark place. I remember at one point when I was tripping, I was going through so much in life, and I had to say to myself, bro, you just tripping every day. You depressed as hell. You're tripping every single day. You're depressed as hell. One day, all right, bro, Chop, I see you. One day you're gonna do something bad to yourself. One day you're gonna do something bad because you're gonna put you're already in such a bad place that you're gonna let me see what Chopper said. All right, Chopper boy, I see you, my boy. You already stay blessed. But I said to myself, one day you're gonna end up doing something bad to yourself because you tripping every day, you depressed as hell, and one day they're gonna take over. So they do got the power to do that. Me being aware, I never had an addictive personality. I never drank. Well, I drank before in the past, but I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do any of that. I hate alcohol. Generally, I hate alcohol. It's not good to abuse the mushrooms. The mushrooms is intelligent being. Yeah, that's true. But I hate alcohol. I hate being high. I hate being altered out of my body, right? If I do take anything, or ever will, let me see the 19. I can't show nothing on this live, my boy. That's the sad part. That's why I low-key hate going live, because like 2 months ago I got the Glock 20, and I showed something on live, and they suspended my channel for 2 weeks. And they didn't even want me to post. They allowed me to go live after the 2 weeks, but they wasn't letting me post no videos, and that kind of like turned me down. I'm like, damn, they could just take my channel away like that. I just got like, damn, they could just take it away like that. I'm low key good. But he said, have you ever tried DMT? I used to take these gummies like a year. I used to take these gummies like a year and a half ago, and I believe there was DMT in them. Hey, I'm back. Bro, you said did I ever? DMT is also very powerful spiritual medicine that shouldn't be played with. Yeah, it froze. My bad, y'all. I had to answer the phone. Hey, bro, you still there, Wells? Can you hear me? Is my audio in? Is my audio out or is it gone? I don't know if my audio is out or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. I used to take these gummies where I thought they were mushrooms. I used to think they was psilocybin, but come to find out it was actually DMT. And one thing about DMT, what I could say, it honestly just make me. It sounds weird, right? It make me want to run. That's it. DMT. It makes you smart. I agree. Like if you want to say that, it kind of gives you damn 20 dry grams, my boy. That's crazy. I've taken heroic doses before. Probably the most I probably take like a 4.5. Jeez, 20. That's crazy. That's wild. I pray for you too, my boy. But as far as DMT, it used to make me just hella alert. Made me feel like hella intelligent. And every time I came down off of a DMT, which now I know is DMT, every time I came down, I almost felt like a whole different person, and I couldn't associate myself. This sounds weird, right? It sounds hella shallow, but I almost felt like a whole different person, and I couldn't associate myself with others that wasn't trying to live a clear and healthy life like me, right? Like I had this job that I actually left, and it was actually really a good job. But I had the job because I used to take the DMT, and when I went back to the job, I just realized nobody was like me. Here I am, this healthy freak. I work out freaking, at the time I was working out almost every single day. If I didn't lift, I do cardio, like I run 2 miles every single day. I was extremely careful about what I ate. I wasn't putting any processed foods inside me, right? And I used to look around and just like, it was weird with the DMT. It was weird. I used to be like just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't be around people that wasn't trying to better themselves. So it kind of just made me extremely alert. So when you say DMT is spiritual, I agree with that, my boy. On the DMT, which now, like I said, now I know it's DMT. I didn't intentionally take it, but you could almost read people's minds, bro. It's weird. And I'm not encouraging drugs at all. I am not encouraging drugs at all. Don't, especially if you're under 25. Psilocybin, psychedelics, LSD, all of that, like DMT, LSD, none of that is for you. Your brain is, I'm gonna be real. Look, take it from me, right? Mushrooms, I got plenty of mushrooms. I'm not trying to say that for the cops to come knock my door down, but I probably could supply. That's stupid. That's stupid to say. But DMT is crazy. It's a very spiritual drug, and psychedelics in general. You went from 3 to 5 to 7 to 10 to 12 to 15, 20. Which is about high doses. Oh, damn. That's wild, bro. But like I said, the most I knowingly take of mushrooms probably like 5 dried grams. And I'm different. Like when I'm high on mushrooms, I just want to be left alone. I probably think a lot of people are like that, but I genuinely just want to be left alone. My favorite thing to do when I take mushrooms, or when I used to take mushrooms, I'll go, if anybody ever been to Eugene, Oregon, they have a mountain called Spencer Butte. It's like a fucking 2-hour hike up this long ass mountain. And that used to always be my thing. I just like jog up that whole mountain, just run up that whole mountain. I just like being in nature. Sometimes I used to take mushrooms and then go out and forage, like hunt other mushrooms. But as far as DMT, that's something that's crazy, my boy. I remember just being able to like, people gonna say this dude is stupid. Remind you, I don't take drugs. You can see it in my face. I hope you can see it in my face, but I don't take drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink alcohol. But when I used to do DMT, I almost felt like I can control people's minds. I can make you say things that, I can make you do and say things without me saying anything. I guess just by the look, and it was weird. I'm not sure if it's spiritual or what, but those drugs are kind of weird. And it took me only until I started growing mushrooms. Like my first strain I used to grow was apes. Anybody know apes? Those are like some, anybody getting into mushrooms, I recommend apes. Start out with apes. Other than like unlike other mushrooms that give you like trips and make you feel like you hallucinating, apes is like a medicinal, just like a real chill mushroom. Obviously I smoked weed before in the past, so apes kind of remind me of just like a really, really like mix between being slightly drunk and slightly high on weed. It's just a perfect mixture of both. And once again, I am not encouraging anybody to do any drugs at all. Don't. But if you're older than 25 and you are doing psychedelics and you're looking for a good mushroom strain to start out with, apes. They're albino penis envies. And those are a great one to start out with. Like I said, they just put you in a great mood. What a lot of people don't know is certain strains of mushrooms can make you extremely angry. And I never got that off of apes. And the people that I used to give apes to, they never got that. It turned you different. I used to walk around like a freaking platypus, right? Angry face. And generally, I'm not an angry person, right? But I used to just walk around like just angry. This used to be my face right here. Just look at people and just stare you down, right? And it just give you that face like, please just don't come around me. But then when I noticed, I used to start taking the ape mushrooms. I was hella accepted to everybody, just hella accepting, like doing new things that I never would do in my life. Just accepting ways that I never would accept before, right? Here's an example, and y'all could hate me for this. I took DMT one time and it was one of the most powerful experiences that I had. Explain it, how, bro? How so? But I was about to say, y'all could hate me for this, right? I used to be the biggest, cover your ears if you don't want to hear this, but I used to be the biggest homophobe in the world, right? And obviously I'm not too fond of people like that right now, but when I used to take apes, where I'm at, like there's a lot of homosexuals and stuff, right? But when I used to take the apes, it never really allowed me, like it did allow me to like look past that on people. I genuinely, like my tone, my voice will come down a lot lower. I'd be a lot slower. Normally I don't absorb anything, right? I'm like a brick trying to take in water. But when I used to take the apes, I then naturally turned into a sponge. I would absorb the things people say and hear it for what you're saying and care for what you're saying, right? And give you feedback, positive feedback, whatever. Just give you the right criticism, because now I can actually hear you when I'm on apes. But any other mushroom except for PEs and Pinolius, like Sinensis, those type of, any other mushrooms than those, I get real just looking around like, oh man, like when the fuck are we leaving out of here? Like just, and it does that. So you got to be careful with that. I had a girlfriend back in the day who used to take mushrooms a lot with me, and she was shallow as fuck. I think that's mainly the reason why I broke up with her. She was just fucking shallow as shit, and I didn't like it. Because I already was trying to change my ways. And I was never shallow. I never like genuinely try to be mean and hate people. I just more or less was like wanting people to leave me alone, because you know, I've been through a lot. I've seen people, a lot of people ain't shit. They come, talk a good game. You gotta, everything in my mouth, everything I say out my mouth, my actions gotta prove, right? And I noticed a lot of people didn't do that. So I just was always like, I'm better off just staying away from y'all. Just leave me alone. When I took DMT, I smoked, and it felt like the entire game was allowed to be in there. Oh, you made the DMT yourself? I've seen people do that. I'm in this Discord group where people actually make the DMT themselves. And right now, as we speak, if I wanted DMT, my boy, I could get it by the ounce. I know it don't sound good, but I can get DMT by the ounce right now. But that's not what I'm into. I'm genuinely not into it. I remember when I was like 18, 19, I used to take a lot of acid. Yeah, mushrooms are more gentle. I used to take a lot of acid when I was young, and I don't know. I just always been into psychedelics, really, to be like to be honest. And I grew up in the hood. That's the weird thing. Everybody else want to drink Hennessy and Remy and take e-pills and all that shit. I used to always like seek out like psychedelics, but DMT, that's a different game. That's a different game. Mushrooms is too though. So like I said, I don't recommend anybody under 25 to take mushrooms. I don't recommend anybody to take drugs at all. So let me get that out again. But and also I want to state this for the ones that never did take mushrooms. No, you don't. I don't know, bro. Wells, I don't know about you, but a lot of people have different experiences. I've taken a lot of mushrooms, but I never take mushrooms and just like be sitting here and just see something jumping out or just like this whole imaginary made up stuff. No, what it does is it trips you out in a different way. Like you'll be staring at something and maybe you'll think it's moving, or a lot of things I get with the mushrooms is when things go like this, woo, boom, woo, boom, like that, right? Or like if you're at a gas station or driving a car, you can't tell. Yeah, I took acid. I'll tell you about that in a second. Like things is like you don't have the right cognitive thinking, right? You probably coming up to, obviously not driving, but you could be in a car with someone else is driving, and a stoplight could be coming up, and you just like don't know how long or how far it is of a distance. You probably thinking it's right there, but then you got to keep opening your eyes, like, nah, this is a little farther. It's a little farther. Or you could see a plastic bag floating around, and you probably tell yourself, that's a fucking bird. Stuff like that. But you don't just, as far as I know, like I said, I've taken heroic doses before. I've never took mushrooms and could just be staring at a blank white wall and that whole white wall turned into like fucking paint with like all these trippy heads. Nah, I never had that. I never tripped like that. Not saying it's not possible, but I don't think it's possible on mushrooms. And I've taken pretty strong mushrooms. Here, let me show you. All right, I showed this once before, but look. Shrooms is finding your emotions. I agree with that, bro. Hey, bro, if this this is my boy, right? I just asked you about them, right? So you know, but yeah, shrooms is finding your emotions. Exactly, my boy. That's just true. See, I'm liking that. But look. Like I said, you're gonna find every emotion. A lot of people think when you on shrooms, you just fucking seeing shit out the walls. Like I was just explaining, you're not just staring at, you can't just stare at a blank white wall and just be like, yo, this fucking dude is jumping. No, it'll trick you. If you're seeing certain things, you might be tripped out like, damn, man, is that? Like I just said, the example I just gave was like, you'll be looking at a fucking bag blowing in the wind. You'll probably be like, yo, that's a bird or something. But you have to see something to think it is that, if that makes sense. But it's just not gonna be like jumping out. Whole conversation with my dog when we were looking at each other. But I was trying to say, like, I had strong mushrooms before. This right here, I labeled it Oregon azarensis because we found the mushroom here in Oregon. It grows in only 2 spots, like a 20-mile radius from Oregon and Washington coast. Like probably like a little more than that nowadays. It probably grow like in a 40, 60-mile radius. Probably not that much though, but this right here, I named it Oregon azarensis, but the real name is Psilocybe azarensis, right? And up until like a couple months ago, this was the strongest mushroom in the world, period. Now they got the, they've been had it, but now they did research and Panolia sinensis is the strongest mushroom in the world. But we used to take these, and even off of these, like I say a point 0.5 of this strain right here won't amount to me taking all of these. It won't amount to me taking all of these at all. So I'm just showing you how strong that is, right? And still up until then, I never was able to just look at a wall and just see shit jumping out. And Austin, bro, when you explain that. When you do take that 3.5 grams, explain to us, what do you feel? What do you see? Because I'm trying to just like, I know a lot of people, they lie, and I don't understand why. And Wells, I'm gonna get back to that question too, but I don't know why people be like, yo, I was tripping so bad. I mean, yes, you trip, but it's like I said, it's just like something has to be there for you to, it plays with your perception of reality. You'll see something and think it's something else. But like I said, I never was able to just be in a dark room and just see like all these happy faces and people just spilling shit out their mouth. No, I never seen that. But Wells, when you ask what's acid like, shit, I don't know. Acid's scary. I'm gonna be honest. Acid is scary. At least back in the day. I know people got fake acid these days. When I was taking acid, I was younger, so I used to take acid probably like 2015, 2014, 16, like that time. That's when you could get real acid, but acid was scary, bro. I remember my first time taking it. I had this girlfriend and 10 minutes went through the emotions of happiness and then confused. Like, what was I feeling? Exactly. My boy hit it right on the nail. And sometimes, wait, I'm gonna get back to the acid. Bro, Austin, have you ever had that? One time I took shrooms and went and looked for a girl in the chamber. Saw the mushrooms moving. Communicate with me. Bro, yep, exactly, Austin. You hit it on the nail. Austin, have you ever had that when you're on shrooms? It's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. You know you're not sleeping, but I don't even know how to explain it, man. You could just be sitting there, right? And you just know that you wasn't sleeping because you had something going on in your head for so long, but at the same time you got to question, was I asleep? I don't know if you ever had that, but that used to happen to me a lot. It used to happen to me a lot. Almost like I know I was just fucking drowning and trying to fight this high, but at the same time, was I sleeping? I couldn't have been asleep because I know something was going on. Exactly, yep. He said the mushrooms started communicating with him. How so, my boy? Wells, how did the mushrooms communicate? Damn, like I said, everybody got different trips, so I can't even say. But back to the acid, when I took it, my girl at the time, I don't know what happened. I took the dose of acid. I was with some friends who I thought was my friends. They didn't want to take it. I met some dude. I brought weed from a dude, and then he was like, I went to go buy the same weed from him, and he was like, nah, I don't got that no more. But I got some books or some sheets. And I'm like, what the fuck is a sheet? And he's like, yeah, that's acid. I'm like 17, 18, right? He like, this acid. I feel like the reason why we are so smart humans nowadays was open up our brain. That's true. That's true. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. But he was like, I got some acid, I got some sheets. So I brought like 5 strips off of him. And I was with my boys. I'm like, yo, I got this shit. I ain't never had this. You know, they're like, nah, I'm good. I put the damn strip on my tongue. Those are the little squares, right? These little tiny ass squares. I put the strip on my tongue. I don't feel nothing for like 20 minutes. I smoke. And I remember I hit the blunt like 2 times. I just jumped off the porch. The porch is like, it's back in Connecticut, so we had like houses on stilts. This porch was like, I said like 8 to 10 feet high off the ground because the house was on stilts, right? And it had some long ass stairs. So I just jumped off the porch. I just looked around like, yo, what the fuck is this? And like 10 seconds later, every time I do this, it was like dark out a little bit. Every street light was just like turning into tracers. I'm doing this, and I just keep seeing the street lights like that. So I asked my boy to take me home. He took me home. I just remember like sitting in the back. Weed and shrooms are what make humans up with their brains and their third eye, but anything else is man-made. Exactly, like acid. Yeah, acid is that. Yeah, you're right, bro. Weed and shrooms. That's those are 2. If I do tell anybody, like I'm not gonna encourage anybody to take drugs, but weed and mushrooms are perfectly fine with me. Those are like I used to grow weed, and look, I grew these mushrooms, so they come straight from the ground. There ain't nothing altered with them. They're just normal as hell. But I agree with that, my boy. Weed and shrooms, they do. I think weed mellows you out a lot. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Anything coming out the ground, I'm with it. But yeah, I remember he drove me home and I'm just seeing just tracers like, damn, yo, this is crazy. And I'm living in Connecticut, real close to New York at the time. I was in Stamford, Connecticut. So it was like lights everywhere, right? And I get home and I just didn't want to go inside for some reason. So I had my girl come out and we just went to a field. I don't know, every time I'm high on like some psychedelics and stuff, I always want to be right there with nature, right? I remember like it was yesterday, we just went to the field. She started playing, what song is that? It's called Promises by Skrillex, right? And I wasn't into like, I'm never into that. I'm still not into it, like that EDM and tech kind of music. But it's called Promises by Skrillex. And I remember we probably stayed out there for like fucking 12 hours. I'm just laying down in the middle of the night, just in the field, just listening to that shit. And I woke up. Wait, what did he say? No, I'm gonna explain that too though, bro. But I woke up the next morning and I never looked at life the same. I genuinely felt like I had a third eye. I honestly felt like I had a third eye. I never looked at life the same. If I haven't taken that acid trip, I probably wouldn't live like this, right? But to answer what you said, yeah, weed is a good medicine if you use it correctly. Weed is great. It fucking damn near heal everything, right? Any type of sickness you got. I done had the worst sicknesses, right? But I'm gonna answer what you said, my boy Austin. Yes, a lot of mushrooms can grow in poop and shit, but nowadays they don't. Like, I'll show you right here. I'll show you what I got in this bucket. I'm not gonna put my hands in it because I gotta be clean. I shouldn't be opening it, but I'm gonna end up probably throwing this out because it's been sitting for 2 days and I just believe in being clean with everything. Let's see if y'all can see that. That's what I grow my mushrooms in right there. That's substrate. This is cocoa core, vermiculite, and gypsum. So I don't use poop for that, but there are some strains like Panolia sinensis you do need to use. I need some damn money. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that, Austin. Yeah, there you go. See, Colin, mushrooms growing substrate. Yeah, so that's what I got right there. I got some substrate, and damn, I didn't know that, my boy. I used to, Austin. You know, you got my Instagram, my boy. Hit me up. I could touch you where you at. I help people a lot when it comes to that. Surprisingly, I grew a lot of weed, and I'm always around a lot of weed, and same with mushrooms. But I never made a lot of money off that. I never made a lot of money off this. I give away more mushrooms and weed than I've ever made money off of. I don't know. I'm not a drug dealer. I do it for the love of it. I genuinely I would do it for free for the rest of my life. I would spend any free money I got, I would spend to go ahead and keep on. This is what I got set up right here, just right now. That's it. Just these 4 tubs. And then, bang, you can see those up there. And then behind this, let me show y'all. Behind that, we got a couple more tubs. This is a bag right here. This is a mutant strain that likes to grow in bags. So I got to keep that in a bag. It's right here. Let me show y'all. It's a mutant strain. Let me get this off the light. Anybody heard of it? It's called chocolate crinkle brain. It grows in bags. So yeah, it is. It's a mutant, bro. It don't grow like a regular mushroom. Look it up. Chocolate crinkle brain. And that's what that is. So I got 2 of those bags. And then I got my favorite 2 strains, which is coming along pretty okay right here. That's apes, and these are PEs, and then those are apes down there. Let me see if I can show you. They're just colonizing right now. But like I was saying, I don't sell. I always just, if I know you can handle them. Austin, my boy, I told you, I'm gonna touch you. I could touch you right where you at. If you know what that means, my boy, I done touched plenty of people. Boop, all over the U.S. I ain't trying to incriminate myself. How long your jar? Oh, okay, let me show you something. People don't understand this, my boy. And a lot of people think I'm bluffing, right? Obviously, you gotta keep track of your... It's just a little jar. I like to do a whole quart jar, and then I like to do the half quarts so I can add them to a tub. It was just a perfect ratio. But look, you gotta keep some type of data, some trail on your things, right? No, this not. This is rice. Brown rice is the easiest way to go. You gotta keep some type of data, right? So obviously I can know for the future, oh, this one took that long, this one took that long. Somebody give me some guesses. How long y'all think this right here been colonizing for? Today is what? What's today? All right, today the 18th. The 10th, my boy. That's the 10th. Let me show you some more. Look, this right here, this that chocolate crinkle brain. I just don't really care because it takes so long. But I had this one going since the 19th of last month. You see that? That thing is way beyond. Like, that won't even break. That won't even break. That thing is way beyond ready. So I might just leave this and then do like a transfer with this. But that thing is way beyond ready. But I got a couple more. I'll show you. This one right here was on the 125th. What's that? That's the 25th right there. And that's already almost done. It's 8, so 8s go a lot slower. But that was just the 25th. I literally get my grain to colonize in like 2 weeks. Mostly, except for apes. Apes take forever. My fastest colonizing grain so far, and the reason why I keep running this same strain is, let me see if I can find it. Oh shit, I didn't even know. That's some more P. That's some more PEs right there. But I'm gonna show you my fastest colonizing grain. My strain. Bang, this is the one I run every single time. That was the 10th of this month. Look at that. I haven't shaken this up yet or nothing. I haven't shaken this up. I might break it up now. But hey, Austin, my boy, I got you. Trust me. He said 2 months. Austin, I got you. You already know how we talk, my boy. You know I trust you. So I'm gonna touch you right where you at. I'm gonna make sure you ain't even gotta pay for that. Oh, you've been hearing? Bro, I never heard about stargazers. I've been running them for months, and I ask a lot of people about them. Nobody ever tell me about stargazers, so I keep them going. And that's what this is right here. Big ass stargazer. And I got another tub right now. I'll show you. Just because they pins, I'll show y'all. I kind of neglect this one and didn't give it any light. But, dang. We got some pins finally coming in. I guess because I neglected it, they started going like to the side. But they always do that. For some reason, all my tubs do that. They'll start pinning on the sides, and as you can see, then they'll fill out in the middles. And then that's another chocolate crinkle brain stargazer. But I keep stargazer, and I got you, Austin. Trust me. Saying that, I like to call it a little care package, my boy. But I keep stargazers running all the time, just because they go so fast. From the time I inoculate my grain to harvest, stargazers a month and a week max. They just go. And if anybody in here, I got Instagram, my boy. I think I got it linked. If you old enough, man, I seen y'all some cultures. I seen y'all. I like helping people because I had a friend, and I still talk to him. He in the Discord. This dude don't know me. I can't say it online, but this dude don't know me from nowhere, and he done helped me so much, my boy. He done helped me so much. So if it just hit me up on Instagram. I don't know if I'm accepting messages. I should be, because Austin hit me up and we and him be talking. But this dude, he don't know me. He done helped me out with so much. He even gave me a strain called Starry Night Apes that is hard to find a stable genetic, and he gave me that. So I'm willing to help people out, man. I'll send whatever y'all need. I'll send you a couple, my boy. I'll send you a couple. So, but I'm willing to help everybody out. So anybody that's interested in getting some syringes, hit me up, man. I got some pretty okay strains. I'm trying to like get off of the cubensis because I just don't like, you know, I did a lot of cubes. I probably, in the last 6 months, and I'm not trying to incriminate myself, but the last 6 months I probably did like I know for a fact I did over 150 tubs. That's the last 6 months. Right now I'm just like, I'm getting ready to move to Houston, so I literally like slowed down a lot. I'm just letting everything I got just finish out. But there was a point in time where I probably had like 30 tubs colonizing and another like 30 tubs fruiting. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm here for, my bro. I'm not trying to, you're right, we do need each other. And I hope we could build a strong community. When people do that, you know I'm on live, why you calling me? But yeah, we need to build a strong community, my boy. Austin, you already know I mess with you, my boy. I don't want to keep cursing up here, but I like you. You're a good dude, for real. And Troop, I got you, my boy. You just email me, do whatever, bro. But I got the I think I got my Instagram up there. If it ain't, my Instagram is gonna be ain't tripping. It's gonna be somebody write it, somebody type it down. It's gonna be AINTTRI. It's gonna be AINTTRIPPEN. That's been my name forever. Ain't tripping, but the whole time I was tripping back there, right? I'm over here lying, sneak geeking, telling people I ain't tripping when I was. Yeah, but I gotta go, cause I got somebody blowing me up. Perfect, my boy. Yep, ain't tripping. Hit me up, y'all. I respond to everybody. I ain't that high class, bougie ass type of wannabe. I love people. I genuinely love people. But beyond that, I'm a botanist. I've always been a botanist, man. I've always been that. I remember being 10 years old. My dad used to smoke weed back in the day, right? Being 10 years old, my dad smoked weed. And all right, bro, yeah, email me. My dad smoked weed and used to play with the seeds, right? Throw the seeds. I used to go find the seeds and plant them in the backyard. And it took me a while to realize how to get the, flowers, but I used to do that. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody up here, man. I love all y'all, for real. A lot of good energy up here. Austin, my boy, I'm gonna write you right after this. Troop, write me, my boy. Wells, you write me too. Anybody that needs some cultures, not only cultures, my boy. I'll send y'all. I make my own grain. Look, let's see. I'm trying to find one that I just started. All right, bang. Look, I make these. These are my own grain. No cost to y'all. I won't even ask nobody to pay for no shipping. I'll send y'all some jars out with some syringes. You just gotta get your own substrate. It's real simple though. You go to Petco, and in a grocery store, you'll probably spend like 20 bucks for substrate. I'll even tell you how to make it. You can hit me up on Instagram. I'll answer phone calls for y'all, whatever. I just love people, man. So I just want to see everybody happy. So I got y'all. But Troop already wrote it down, y'all. That's my Instagram right there. It ain't tripping. And hit me up. I love y'all. Peace.